everyone, my name is Sierra and I am the founder of Sierra's in Theater, which is a blog. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Sierra in Theater. In today's video, I'm not really going to be doing anything, so sorry that this video is going to be boring. Letting you know in advance, I'm not really doing anything in this video because of my whole internet issue thing. I had a lot of problems like getting a lot of my videos uploaded and like edited and all that, and so the video I was going to do today was going to take way too much effort to get together in time, so I'm doing this instead. And I'm actually filming on Sunday. Today is the day that this video is going out, so I'm filming a very short video and I'm editing a very short video and then I'm throwing it on the internet, and I'm hoping nobody tries to like murder me because of the awfulness of this video. But either way, I'll just go ahead and go through a couple of things I wanted to talk about, some informational stuff and me talking about because I went to New York. I'll talk about that a little bit, and yeah, here we go. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to mention to you guys is show dates. I know that I said this in my welcome video or whatever, but this is actually something I really want to make sure I get involved with, and because I went to TC, most of my friends went to TC, and they don't have the other school's show dates. But if you are somebody who who goes to like Timber Creek, for example, but know somebody who is going to a different school, ask them if they know any of their school's show dates. Some of them may not because they won't even be remotely involved in theater, but if there's any way for you to get me in contact with somebody from those schools or to give me their show dates or whatever it is, that would be greatly appreciated because I'd really like to put those in my calendar. And once I get the school's show dates, I'll be releasing a calendar that has everybody's show dates in this area, as well as some of the professional theaters show dates, so that you can look at those and figure out what shows you're wanting to see. So if you go to a school other than Timber Creek, or you know somebody who goes to a school other than Timber Creek, or whatever it is, please either get me in contact with them or send me their show dates. That's the first thing I want to say because it's something I really want to stress and like is really something that I'm trying to focus on right now. My second thing is this is in November, so this is a while away, but I want to start mentioning it now so that everyone has a chance to kind of figure everything out for themselves. In November, I'm going to be celebrating NaNoWriMo, which is a writing thing. Basically in the month of November, you're supposed to write a novel, but for this I'm just going to be doing lots of writing stuff. And two things that I want to mention to you guys about that whole month is, the first one, I will be doing a grand total of all the words that me and anybody else who is watching these videos has written. So throughout November I'm going to be having you guys send me in your totals for like all the stuff you're writing. That way I can add it all together at the end and see how many words that we, a collective group, wrote in November. And the second thing is that I'm going to have a couple writing prompts that I want you guys to write in advance, and I'm not going to write them, you guys are, and I'm going to post your guys' writing instead of my writing. So I want to go ahead and give you guys those writing prompts so that you can write them if you so wish. Okay, so the first one is that's the one that you guys can be writing, is falling leaves inspired writing. For these writing prompts, you don't have to take them literally. You can use them very literally. You could take one of the writing prompts and, you know, the first one, falling leaves, and write about a situation where there's falling leaves, or that could be your opening or whatever it is, or you can use it as a metaphor and say that metaphorically leaves are falling, or whatever it is that you want to do, as long as it's inspired by falling leaves. Write something for it and send it in to me, and I will be posting all of the ones that I get, as long as, you know, I don't get too many, then I'll just post like a certain number of them. But I'll let you guys know the numbers closer to, depending on how many I'm getting. The second one is Thanksgiving in another universe. So if we were in an alternate universe, how would Thanksgiving have either come about, or how would we be celebrating Thanksgiving and all that kind of stuff. The third one is thankful slam poems. So I want these to specifically be slam poetry and not just any kind of writing. So make sure that they're in the slam poem style. They can be poetry, just focus on the poetry part if you're not sure about the slam poetry part, and then we can go from there, seeing if it's slam poetry, and just anything about like thankfulness because it's Thanksgiving. And the last one is pie inspired writing. Anything that has to do with pie is the last one. So those are the 4 writing prompts I have that you guys can write and send me in your writing. The way that you guys can send me your writing is either DM me on Instagram and I will message you and we can Like, you can send me your email, or you can fill out the writing Google form, which is linked down below, and just write in there that it's like the writing prompt for this or whatever. I will also put all the writing prompts down below, that way you can actually read them instead of just having to listen to me, so they're down below as well. So just send me in something. If you aren't sure, if you're like, I'm not sure if this is good, or I'm not sure if this is related to the prompt or whatever it is, just send it in to me anyway. And if I don't think it's related to the prompt, I can always message you back and be like, do you want to just have me post this as like a You Got Talent Day instead? Or I could post it anyway. Just send it in to me anyway, and we can go from there. And if you're nervous about submitting something, and if you're nervous about having your writing out there, especially for the first time, just let me know and we can work through that together, because I've been there, done that, and I would really love for you guys to send me your writing. I know I've already posted about this a couple of times, but I'm going to go ahead and mention it again, because why the heck not? I really apologize for the whole internet issue that I was having. I went to Hawaii and got back on July 29th. And when we got back, our internet was toast. It just was not working for anybody or anything. But I left to go to New York for a while, so I had internet access while I was there, because our hotel had internet and all that stuff. So I was able to post some of the stuff while I was gone, but then our internet was just completely gone when I came back, and finally got it fixed ages later. I think we got it fixed Tuesday or Wednesday? I can't remember. We got it fixed a while later, and so now my internet is finally back up and I'll be able to post everything again, so I apologize. It does really suck that my internet decided to go out right at the beginning. Like, I couldn't have had my internet go out after like a month or two of posting every day, because at least everybody would have been like, oh yeah, she posts every day and like her internet is just out. But no, it had to go out like a week after I started posting. But it's fine. I'm making most of the posts up. Some of them I just canceled because I either wasn't really excited about them in the first place, or I knew that it was going to be hard to get them out. I hadn't filmed them or edited them, or it was just something that wasn't really useful. Like my Sierra Day post, I'm just not going to make up, because here we are having a Sierra Day post and all I'm doing is talking to the camera, and this is very boring, so you're welcome. So I just canceled that one. But some of them I'm making up, and there's going to be some days where I'm posting 2 things at once. Some of them have already happened, because on Friday I posted 2 of my Red Lady things, and on Saturday I posted 2 writing prompt things. All those posts are going to be made up or canceled or whatever, and I posted it on Instagram so you can see what I will be doing with all those posts. But yeah, sorry about my internet being the worst. I don't think we've ever had internet problems that bad, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. And at the same time that was happening, my phone broke. So that was really obnoxious, because I couldn't even go, like, if I didn't have internet, usually I can go on like Instagram or Facebook or whatever and like use LTE or like 3G or whatever it is, but my phone was not connecting to anything. It wouldn't even connect to like Wi-Fi when I was out. Like, I went to a Starbucks and tried it at a Starbucks, and it would not connect to my phone, and I like could not get internet. Like, I tried and it wouldn't work, and so I finally went to my phone company, and like tried to get it fixed, and they were able to fix it, so now it works. But that was actually, I think, the same day that the internet came back, so it didn't really help all that much. But either way, it was obnoxious. Whatever. Moving forward. So the last thing I want to talk about is New York, because I went to New York recently. The reason that I went to New York was as my graduation present, because I'm going into theater, and that's like what I'm doing with my life. I wanted to see some shows, especially shows that I'm just like really into and like love listening to. I just really wanted to see them on stage. So planning out the shows that I was gonna see, originally I was debating between, couldn't figure out if I wanted to see like Kinky Boots or Frozen. Those 2 were like ones that I was kind of like questioning about, because I hate the movie Frozen with like my whole heart, my whole entire existence. I hate it so much, and so in my head when that like show came out, I was like, oof, I hate that movie, not even gonna listen to it. And then I realized that like it's actually pretty good, so I regret not seeing that show, but I love seeing all the other shows, so it's fine. And then the reason I didn't see Kinky Boots was because me and my mother were gonna see it together, and they didn't have 2 seats on the night we wanted to see it, so I switched the show to Aladdin instead. So in the end, the shows that I bought tickets for were Book of Mormon, Aladdin, Chicago, School of Rock, Mean Girls, Once on This Island, Dear Evan Hansen, and Waitress. So I saw all but one of those shows. I didn't see Book of Mormon, and the reason I didn't see that show was because it was the day of our flights up to New York. We were supposed to get in New York at like 2 o'clock or something like that, and the show was at 8, so I thought we were going to be fine, but our flight was delayed like 5 hours, and by the time we landed, it was like 7:15, I think. And then of course you have to like get off the plane and grab your luggage, and we were 45 minutes away from our hotel. And I'm really disappointed that I didn't get to see that show because I was so excited. That was one of my like most excited, like I was like super excited for that show. Probably would have been my second or third favorite show of the entire thing, but I didn't get to see it, and that sucks a lot, and I hope I get to see it sometime soon. But for now, cannot say that I've seen Book of Mormon, but I still love the soundtrack. Though it does make me a little sad now when I listen to it that I missed the show. So in the end, I saw 7 shows when I was in New York, and it was absolutely amazing. I saw all but one of them by myself. Me and my mom saw Chicago together, which was honestly so weird, especially when there was like people, you know, there were like groups of people sitting right next to me, or there was like a couple nights where there would be like younger people sitting near me, like, you know, kids my age or whatever, probably in like college. And like there was one night like these 2 guys were sitting right next to me, and it was the weirdest thing ever, because I was like, I feel like I should talk to you because like we're literally the same age. They seemed pretty chill, and like I was at Mean Girls and they were laughing, and walking into the show, a lot of people at Mean Girls were saying some dumb things about the show, but they were the ones who had like listened to the soundtrack and were like interested in it. They knew about the actors who were in it, and during intermission they were talking about like how much they loved like all these different pieces of it or whatever. I seemed like I would have like talking to them, but I'm a nervous bean, so I didn't talk to them. While I was in New York, I really didn't do very much else. I saw as many shows as I could squeeze into that time, because the days I didn't see matinees, there weren't matinees available. The way that my schedule was, Friday I would see Book of Mormon, but as I mentioned, I didn't get to see it. Saturday I saw Aladdin at 2 p.m. and Chicago at 8 p.m. On Sunday, I saw School of Rock at 2 p.m. and Mean Girls at 8 p.m. Monday, I saw Once on This Island in the evening. There weren't any matinees that day. Tuesday, I saw Dear Evan Hansen in the evening, and there weren't any matinees that day. And Wednesday, I saw Waitress at 2 p.m., but we were leaving for our flight, so I wasn't able to see another show that evening because we had to go to the airport. I didn't really want to sightsee. I've been in New York before and I've seen all the sights, and the reason I went there was for the shows, so I didn't really want to walk around and do all the other things, so I didn't. So yeah, it was a really fun trip. Honestly, out of all the things that I've done, one of my favorites, I think. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it, and it's definitely on my list of things I want to do again. That is all that I planned on talking about today. I didn't really have very much. Like I said, it was going to be a boring video, and here we are a couple minutes later, and it's still very boring. It's only been 20 minutes of me talking to the camera. I don't know how long the video will be for you guys, but for me, I've only been talking for 20 minutes, which is insane, because usually I film for at least an hour, if not more, and then cut it down. So this way, it's a lot shorter. I know that for OCPS, school started this last Monday, and for a lot of colleges, school is starting very soon. UCF is starting tomorrow, and my college is starting the Monday after. So I wish you guys luck with your school year and starting out your new year as a student, and I hope that you guys enjoy your classes and your teachers, and you're gonna have a very fun year at your school, wherever you are going this year. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye. Hey everyone, my name is Sierra,